5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync! Hey!
If you can't tell, we're thanks to new COVID rules and us both being negative
on COVID.
negative on COVID, positive on Outlook.
Yes. Good.
Positive mental good mental attitude. We're able to record in person.
For the first time in since before this show started.
Yeah, since we did this on the radio.
Yeah, so that's like a year and a half now. It's just fun. Bringing the energy. Trying to share a mic, so had a few issues to begin with. So if this one sounds a bit quiet or a little bit weird, you can tell why.
Yeah.
If we want to do this
you
again
can just fix it in post.
Yeah, I'll try and fix it in post. If we try and do this again in the future, we'll have a better strategy other than rock up and give it a go.
Yeah.
Which is the Bois review way.
We should try and get a pair of lapel mics or something.
Yeah.
We could do roving Bois review.
That'd be so much fun. I got a
Bois review runs a 5K.
Who knows? It's a whole new world in this still middle of COVID but post restriction era.
And the video format would be a whole new point of view of our podcast.
It would be. And then I could bring along a magic carpet and the world would be fine.
Yeah.
Go viral. The first ever real life flying carpet. This isn't some trick of the light, ladies and gentlemen. This is...
It's not like a skateboard with a bit of cardboard on
Bois
top.
review promises you
actual magic.
Legitimacy. If that's the one thing we can hang our hat on as this podcast, is that we bring you only the good stuff.
Only the good stuff.
Only the good stuff. That is even better. To the show we like to do here at the weekends, or as you call it, Thursday. It's of course Bois Review, hosted by me, Hamish,
and me, Wilkie.
Wilkie, how are you doing?
I'm relaxing in my favourite armchair. It's very fun. Recording this in my living room.
Very nice, relaxing. I'm recording it in your living room, so I'm going to put my legs up on your sofa. I'm not like that. Okay, different rules for the people that live here, and also for the people that. For the people that can't see this, by which I mean everyone that isn't Wilkie, I nearly did just kick over a glass. I'm going to put it there.
There we go. We've had to close the windows to preserve the audio environment.
Yeah.
And it's already starting to heat up in this house. It's very hot in England at the moment. I'm considering risking opening a window.
Maybe one of the back ones. Yeah, because I understand what you mean. It is getting very hot. And also, it doesn't help that I completely misunderstood what you meant about preserving the audio environment, and I did start getting out a load of vinegar, and that's stinking up the room.
Yeah, it's off.
It's a rough one, though.
Pickled podcast.
Yeah, the ants will be kept away.
They will.
Did you know that, Wookie?
Well, the ants don't like vinegar?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I think I knew that.
I don't know if that's true, it's just what we do at home.
It feels like it should be true.
Yeah.
Because I also, when you consider, you get the little, droplets, the way that the vinegar comes out of the bottle, at least, for chips and stuff. Consider one of those droplets relative to an ant.
Oh, very scary.
And consider, how acidic vinegar is when you, just have it, just pure vinegar. And then, if there was just a globule, it'd be like a gelatinous cube in D&D or something. Yeah. You just get absorbed and dissolved.
Yeah, because, ants are just the bane of summer existence in the UK. You talk about how it's heating up, the sun's out, guns out. That's right, putting on the little show for all the people out there. But ants are something that make it horrible. Particularly Izzy's house here in Leamington, her student house, is having some issues with ants at the moment getting into their kitchens. They're trying to sort that out. And where I live over in the countryside, Ant Central. Countryside known for animals and bugs. And so ants everywhere. Thankfully, I've managed to keep them at bay. They've not yet come inside, but they're a lot outside. And I've been trying my darndest to convince them not to come inside. I've been putting up little ant barriers. like little sticks, like all string together.
Little yellow little warning signs like this road is closed.
Yeah, if you come in,
go the long way around the house.
If you come in, just know it's like
you're entering my zone.
Protect my property.
You're entering my zone.
This is Texas. I'm gonna get you with a shotgun.
There's my which one is it? The guns one? Third?
Second?
Fourth?
One of the amendments.
Yeah, not the first one though.
Not the first one. That's something to do with free speech.
Yeah, something. We don't know. Do you get winged ants? Do you get the Air Force over there, or is it just the
It's just the land. Okay. Though I haven't, to be fair, I don't know if the Navy has rocked up. I haven't put any water down, but maybe if I did, they'd start swimming, and then that would be swimming ants, the ones you want to look out for.
Yeah, they'll come up your toilet.
Just bite you on the bum.
It's dangerous. Look, the they've got poison.
Yeah, they are both venomous and poisonous. They're one of the few animals that are both.
It's, what is it? Daddy Longlegs? Is it Daddy Longlegs that is like has venom that is strong enough to kill a human being, but their teeth aren't strong enough to pierce our flesh, so they can't hurt us?
Oh, Wilkie, why did you say that? I already don't like bugs, and you've just made it worse. So I don't like ants. I don't think ants are particularly useful, so I want to give them a bad. I don't care if ants have a use. Same with spiders. I know spiders get rid of flies and stuff. I'd rather just
get rid of all of them.
Get rid of everything, and then there's no problem.
Yeah, because if you get rid of the flies, the spiders are no longer necessitated.
So then we get rid of all the spiders and get rid of all the ants, everything.
Easy.
So all
now,
bad.
What about bug-type Pokemon?
Bug-type Pokemon? See, the thing is, bug-type Pokemon are a bit bigger.
Okay.
So maybe a bit more approachable.
If there's an ant Pokemon, you can just, you can see, there's three of them.
Ant Pokemon, I just get another Pokemon, like a bird Pokemon that eats them.
But that's what the spiders do in real life.
Yeah, but then I can sort of fight it. I can get... Okay, Pokemon, I can just get my other Pokemon to fight them. Like, I can go to the top of the big mountain in Diamond and Pearl, play a little flute, get the god of Pokemon, Arceus, to descend.
Yeah.
Catch him in a Pokeball.
Yeah.
And try some fucks with me. Ant versus God. Okay, just smite them.
Okay, what about if there were 1 billion ants versus Arceus? Who would win that fight?
Are they small ants or are they Pokemon-sized ants? So they're a bit bigger.
Regular ants as we know them in the human world.
Okay, are we okay, I mean, again, Arceus, he can control, space and time. He can do, all the things.
Okay,
he can just make himself fire and burn them.
But, okay, I do see where you're coming from. There's 1 billion of them. That's a lot of ants. That's a large quantity of ants. Do you really think Arceus could kill all of them? Or would some of them get to him? And look, he's got... How many hit points has he got? 200, 300 or so?
Well, okay, because again, this is where we get into... Is this the Pokemon anime or the Pokemon game? Because the Arceus is one of the few Pokemon that's really different between the two. Because in the show, he can just change his type at random. Or not at random, with control. Whereas in the game, it had to sort of make that not OP. And so Arceus can only be one type at a time, and you have to equip him with an item. So each battle, he can only be one of each thing. So, still though, in the games, he'll obviously have a definable number of hit points, whereas in the show, he's a deity creator, probably not going to give him stats.
Yeah,
it's just going to be
that's
super
the
powerful.
That's what our friend Malix, who joined us for the Actually show. That's what he always says. Whenever someone mentions fighting a god or fighting an archdevil, there's an archdevil involved in our current D&D game. He's always don't give them stats. They can't have stats because they're archdevils, right? If they had stats, someone would already have been there and killed them, right? If something has a defined number of hit points, someone will find a way to deplete those hit points and kill them. Yeah.
So I think against 1 billion ants, still, I think either way, it's going to win because Pokemon can just do crazy stuff.
Yeah, Are you aware of what I'm referencing here? The recent meme of a billion lions versus every Pokemon, like one of each Pokemon.
Yeah, there was. There's a guy that does videos like that, doesn't he? He does like animated shows where he like does. It's quite cool, but yeah, there's meme. I've seen memes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and there's the lion Pokemon is like Incineroar, whose mane is hotter than the sun and like would just destroy the world if it was real.
Yeah,
because that amount of heat just sitting there in front of you would just kill you.
It's really funny how, like, there are some, when you look into the Pokedex, it's obviously, like, just written by people like Game Freak who, you know, they're great at designing creatures, but obviously they're not experts in science. So they'll just put, like, numbers and stats. And yes, some of them will be, oh, this Pokemon burns hotter than the surface temperature of the sun. Cool. And then this Pokemon that's meant to be, like, super powerful electric type, does, like, and they put, like, hundreds and thousands of volts. And it's like, well, actually, that's really low, because volts are not super important.
Compared to, like, a lightning bolt.
Yeah, compared to, like, these actual things. So it's really interesting to sort of see that disparity in the games. So I think, like, a lot of it you have to take with a pinch of salt. Like, it's probably just someone's, like, said this. Like, the Pokedex is meant to be science, but it's more like pseudoscience.
The Pokedex is the opinion of the assorted children you meet throughout the game.
Yeah, again, like, that's the other thing you got to consider. Like, in the game series, you're meant to be a 10-year-old, so it's like, you're sending out a 10-year-old to write down information about all these weird and wonderful creatures. They're going to make stuff up.
Oh, yeah, because the entry in the Pokedex only appears once you've caught the Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the bit of information about it, because in the show, it's like, I think Ash already has a full Pokedex because he scans Pokemon and it describes what they are, right?
Yeah, so...
But then in the games, you've specifically got an empty one, so when you scan it, the little factoid is something you've written as you've scanned it.
Yeah, Wilkie, I've not actually ever seen that written down somewhere. I'm sure someone else has had that thought, but that's a really good thought. We should go on r/Pokemon and be like,
yeah, those
this
factoids
is maybe why the factoids are really rubbish, whereas in the show, maybe they're a little bit more useful. I don't know if that's true.
Maybe.
Because also, there's two versions of this. The main one with Ash in, but there's like, they did like a couple of spin-off series which are based on the games, specifically.
With like Red.
With Red. And in that, Red is trying to fill out the Pokedex. It's not been done before.
Okay.
So,
is he filling out the Pokedex that Ash then has, or is that
potentially
irrelevant?
We don't know. There's not really a direct line between how the games connect to the show, because there's never been like this character is exclusive to the games in a way. Like if Red appeared, a lot of people are sort of waiting for that character because they're quite a important figure in the games, and they've not yet appeared in the show in terms of the mainline show.
Okay.
But who knows? There's like a big tournament going on at the moment. So maybe Red will be like the final boss of that.
Didn't Ash like finally actually win a Pokemon tournament?
So okay,
because like his goal was to be a Pokemon Master, right? And he'd become a Pokemon Master by winning the tournament of like a region, and so it's like I don't know what it's like, but. They obviously couldn't have him win straight off the bat, right?
No, so actually he did. So you're right, yeah, he did finally win, though. I want to put that in air quotes, because Ash already won a tournament, and everyone forgets about it and shits on it. But Ash won the Orange League, and the Orange League was... You think, like, okay, what? So to win most gym battles, you have to fight 8 gym trainers. Whoop-de-doo. You just hit them with a Pokemon. Oh, well done you. 10 out of 10, you get a gym badge. In the Orange League, to get the gym badges, there may only have been 4, but not only did you have to beat them in combat, you also had to complete some weird challenge that they set you. So your Pokemon couldn't just be strong, they had to be helpful. Like, one of the challenges involved you having to, like, have a toboggan race down a mountain using a sled that you created using the powers of your Pokemon.
How did he beat that?
I believe it involved, like... Because I think Orange League as well used a lot of like Ash's classic Pokemon from the Kanto region, so I think it was using Pokemon like Charizard to help melt parts of the ice, to help them go faster. Bulbasaur to help sculpt the woods, because Bulbasaur's a grass-type Pokemon, so has affinity for that sort of thing. And then I think Squirtle probably to like send jets of water behind them to push them down further.
That makes a lot of sense.
It was one of those things where like classic anime build up the tension moments, like Ash was quite far behind and then like came to work with his team to win.
Yeah, teamwork. Woo!
There's like races, and it's just like, it's so much more involved than just hit that thing harder than they can hit you. So, and Ash won that league. He defeated it, and then he defeated the champion, who had like Dragonites and some of the most powerful Pokemon in Pokemon. So like,
Arceus was there, got his Arceus handed to him.
That's very good. So, Ash has won one before, but yeah, he won the Alola League as well, which actually, interestingly, does have the similar kind of like, don't just fight, you've also got to do a challenge as well. Like, you've got to earn the right to fight the trainer.
I feel the right to fight! It's like the Need for Speed.
Yeah, and then Ash is now in a tournament of champions. So everyone that has won Pokemon leagues, like gym leaders, important trainers are the only ones allowed to compete in this. And Ash is obviously going for it. And he's actually got a pretty good team in terms of like, it's interesting, a lot of his team are like some of the world's favourite Pokemon. When they did a list, they were like, a lot of the Pokemon are like at the top of the most popular list. And like in terms of even like the meta of their games, he's got like a top tier team.
Nice.
Like for the first time ever.
They kind of have to do that because like the writers, there's because there is, as far as I can tell, a relatively healthy competitive Pokemon scene, especially for like the games. Like maybe the card game has fallen off a bit, but like it's probably still going strong somewhere.
Yeah, no, so I think that's really cool. And also, because previously they had said, because I think you were trying to bring up this, we'll circle back to like the playing of stuff, like competitively. The writers have previously said that they do want to, they don't foresee Ash's adventure continuing much past him winning a tournament, because you're right, off the bat, you don't want your characters to be the best. Like, it's the point of this journey, that's what he wants to do. And I think obviously also at this point, Ash has so much baggage to him as a character, and they kind of do retcon it and reset it, but I think obviously it's probably not the most fulfilling character to play, or the most fulfilling character to portray, because like you kind of always have to set him back at the beginning of each season. And so there's definitely a feeling from fans that hopefully Ash will win this tournament of tournaments, and then his current companion will go on to be the new protagonist for the following on series, or something Ash will probably be allowed to
retire.
Develop his own character, retire as the protagonist, which could be really cool to see. And yeah, like and then back to the competitive scene. It's really huge, and because I don't know much about Pokemon cards, but I think that's still quite big. And I mean, like, Pokemon cards are so much money. Like, people just shell out money for this stuff. So, yeah.
And then, why I brought it up was, like, you say that Ash's current team going into the Tournament of Champions is, on a meta mechanical level, pretty optimal. I feel like the writers would have to do that, or else the people who are into the competitive game scene would say, like, if Ash can go and, hold his own in this tournament again, with this team, why are their stats not better in the game? Is the game not meant to be representative of the world? Like, how come we have to put all this effort into making these optimal teams, whereas Ash gets to just bring along any Pokemon he wants and still stand a chance of winning? It sort of ruins it's going to ruin the verisimilitude or like the immersion of one of the two.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably definitely what they've been thinking about. And normally by like the time Ash reaches the tournament, like, he does pretty well. Like, even if he's not won, he's done pretty well with regards to the team he's got. Obviously, there are some slight differences in the game. There's obviously a lot more power of like belief and will, and there are certain things that can happen in the show that don't happen in the game, like quite a common thing, sort of like the classic anime moment where the character gets beat down and they get a new transformation. In Pokemon, that's literally
evolving in the middle
of a fight, whereas in the games, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You have to evolve after the fight.
Yeah.
And I think there's all these different aspects, but yeah, I think that like trying to evolve Ash himself to this new level is really cool. And yeah, and I just really like Pokemon. I've been ingesting so much Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon Snap as well.
Oh, there's the new, is it a Switch game or is it a mobile game?
Switch game.
Switch, cool.
You just got to go around, take pictures of Pokemon. It's a lot of fun.
Is it like it's not like Pokemon Go, right? It's
no, so it's a sort of a sequel to the classic Pokemon Snap that was on the N64, which came out, I want to say, like best part of a couple of decades ago now.
Okay.
Basically, you get on a buggy and it takes you through a course, and you have to take pictures of Pokemon as you go, and you can use different items and different objects to interact with the Pokemon to hopefully get different shots. So from the classic game, in the very first map, it was on a beach. There was a Pikachu that was kind of near a surfboard. If you used some apples, I don't know if they were called apples, but like poker fruit, something, they look like apples.
Yeah.
You can like get the Pikachu to like walk towards the surfboard. Pikachu then gets interested in the surfboard and surfs.
And you
can
get
then take pictures
surfing
of it.
Pikachu pictures.
And you get really cool pictures of it. And they've definitely upped that kind of idea of things and taken it to a whole new level. They've added night and day variants of each course. Each course itself, there's like 2 or 3 variants. So you go through and you maybe see some Pokemon, and the next time you go through, you see them in slightly different positions. It lets you get different shots. They've made it so that, like, I mentioned surfing Pikachu. That would have just been like your one Pikachu photo.
Uh-huh.
And
so you have to replace...
You have to replace your normal Pikachu photo. What they've done in this game is they've gone... There's 4 classes of picture, and so there'll be a 1-star, 2-star, all the way to 4. And each of those can be good and bad in their own right. It just depends on, like, the pose. So, for example, like a great picture of Pikachu just standing there, that's like just a nice clear shot, that'd probably only be a 1-star, but you can still get loads of points for it. And then maybe
it's so clear and so crisp.
But then the picture of Pikachu on a surfboard, that'd be 4-star because he's doing an interesting pose. And that doesn't replace your 1-star photo, it just shows off this different aspect of the Pokemon. And it feels a lot more like you're cataloguing them, rather than just trying to be like, oh, here's the one thing that this character does. Like, maybe you get points for, like, maybe finding a picture of them sleeping, or eating, or interacting with other Pokemon. And I think that's really fun to look at, and adds an extra puzzle element in, which is why I particularly love it. Because you're just trying to work out, okay, how do I get this to happen? And they'll give you clues to sort of say, I think I saw a Butterfree eating the nectar out of a Venusaur. But I wasn't able to get a picture of it.
That's so weird.
I'd love to see this in action.
That's creepy.
Yeah, so you just managed to attract a Butterfree to a Venusaur, and then it just goes and suckles on the flower at the top.
That's... No, you keep just talking as if you didn't say something really weird.
It's fine, Wilkie. It's part dinosaur, part flower.
But it's... secretions, Hambo.
It's flower, because it just sucks on the top.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I guess it's not an animal in the same way that a thing is. I was having a conversation like this with my girlfriend Jade earlier today, and I mentioned Tiamat, the D&D character, and she was asking who Tiamat was, and I was like, guess, go on. And she was like, is it a dinosaur? And I was like, you're close. And she kept guessing things that in D&D would be like beasts. And I was like, well, okay, you're on the right track, but you're thinking of the wrong creature type. And so she was like, is it a robot, was it? And then she wasn't getting it. So I was like, oh, she's a dragon. She was like, dragons are beasts. That's not... You told me she wasn't... I was like, no, dragons are dragons. And she was like, but how? Dragons are lizards, and lizards are beasts. I was like, well, no. It's like mushrooms, right? Mushrooms look like plants, and they behave mostly like plants, but they're not plants. They're fungi. It's a completely different alien species.
Yeah, and they're great to take to a party. They're just raving.
Hey,
they're fun guys.
They're fun guys.
I wanted to clarify that because I realised for a second my parents think, Hamish made a magic mushrooms joke. And it's like, no.
Hamish made a Dungeons and Dragons joke.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons is fun to bring to a party.
Yeah.
An adventuring party.
That's right.
Well, tally-ho.
We said we weren't going to talk more about D&D.
We gotta stop.
We've been doing that all episode.
So,
but yeah.
What have we been talking about so far? We've been talking about Pokemon?
So,
did you want to review Pokemon Snap?
So Pokemon Snap, I think it's really good. Obviously, a big downside for a lot of people is the price. I was pretty lucky. I traded in some games to get it, so I feel effectively I didn't pay anything. I know that I did, but, sort of like, I've not given any money over. I've given over things that I wasn't using.
Yeah.
So,
and you might have given money for them in the first place, but like...
I've had my enjoyment out of them. Yeah. I'm not going back, so... I feel like in that way, but I think Pokemon Snap, I just fucking adore it. And I think at the end of the day, this isn't a show for people to necessarily glean their own satisfaction on. This is me to say that I think Pokemon Snap is one of the best Pokemon games of the modern era.
Whoa.
I just love it.
You heard it here first, folks.
So I think it's a good. It has its issues, but I don't give a damn. Take your issues somewhere else. I love Pokemon Snap, particularly new Pokemon Snap. Older Pokemon Snap has a soft spot in my heart, but it's really slow. And
did you play the old Pokemon Snap like on the N64?
Not on the N64. The Wii had a virtual console system, so you could buy you could buy digital versions of older games. So I was able to play I was able to play Pokemon Snap. I was able to play Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, a bunch of these classic games. Same graphic style, same everything, same control scheme.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was good.
I still haven't finished Breath of the Wild. I'm
Still, you're on it. Where are you up to currently?
I've done all the Divine Beasts. I've done the Divine Beast DLC.
Nice. So you've got a motorbike?
Yeah, I got the motorbike.
Nice.
I've got the... So I was pitched that DLC quest as like, yeah, you get a motorbike at the end of it. And it's so hard, right, to do that quest because you start off and you've got to do 4 fights as well as 4 shrine puzzles while only on 1/4 of a heart. And then once you've done all 4 of those shrine puzzles, the thing that you're using, this like weapon of instant destroying or something, breaks into 4 pieces and flies off to the 4 different regions. So where the Rito, the Gerudo, the Goron, and the Zora live. You go to those different spots. You do another 3 shrine puzzles at each location, and then those 3 shrine puzzles each... No, you've got to do 3 puzzles, and then each puzzle unlocks a shrine, and you do a shrine... So it's 6 puzzles per location. That's 4 times... That's 24 more puzzles.
Yep.
And after you've done each group, you then have to redo the Divine Beast.
Okay.
And once you've redone that Divine Beast, they upgrade the ability that you got, and they lower its cooldown.
Yes. Because I've done this DLC, and you are definitely describing something that's like, I don't remember being that hard, but damn. I'm just impressed with past Hamish. It's like, damn, he did some good stuff.
It's not even that many of them are that difficult. It's just long.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got to find these like locations, and then each location is like, okay, that wasn't actually it. Like I killed this like giant, the stone things, what they call the taluses.
Yeah.
There's a giant lava talus, and you got to kill that. And I died like 5 times trying to kill it, and I was like, yeah, I did it. Shrine comes up. That's not even the end of it. I've got to do a whole puzzle now. And so, but yeah, it was pitched as you get a motorbike at the end of it. But really, the most useful thing is that the cooldown on my like Mipha's Grace, right, the thing that brings you back from the like when you die, it brings you back to life. The cooldown's gone from 22 minutes to like 10.
Yeah.
And like all of my abilities, like the cooldown is so much lower. So but yeah, I've done all of that, and.
Have you done the other DLC where you upgrade the Master Sword?
No. See, I might do that soon.
I feel like I did them... because I think they came out the other order.
They might have done.
So I remember doing that one first.
Trials of the Sword.
The Trials of the Sword is quite difficult, if I remember.
Yeah, I did it... There's like 18 or 22 different levels to it. I think I got to like level 5 before I died.
I think there's also 3 stages. It's beginning, middle, and hard.
Oh my god.
So,
they take away all your armor and all your gear, and you just have to start from nothing.
Yeah, I did this.
Keep your hearts, which is the thing.
Yeah, because also I did all this after beating the game. So like apart from getting all of the Korok seeds, because there's 900 of the bloody things, I'm not doing it. I don't care. They're not helpful. I don't need that many swords and shields.
Oh yeah, because all they do is just upgrade your inventory.
Like,
they don't need them.
I can carry. I've got the Hylian shield. I've got these other shields. I don't care.
Is the Hylian shield like the Master Sword? Like it comes back?
I don't think so. I think it's very difficult to actually destroy.
Okay.
You pick it up in the... Have you got it?
No.
You get it. It's a hidden item in the Hyrule Castle.
Oh, okay.
You can get it quite early if you wanted to. It just has a massive high durability and a massive defense. I just didn't use it throughout the whole game, and then once in the final fight, and then equipped it. To be like, now I'm proper Link. I had like the full like Breath of the Wild Link green tunic that looks weird. They like you have to get to Link's classic outfits like the green tunic, right, with the weird hats. That wasn't in the game. Like you go around the whole game with the blue outfit and like this is wrong. This isn't Link. He's this guy.
Yeah.
But if you do all 120 shrines, you do get a green tunic and all that
Oh,
stuff.
nice. Okay.
Looks fucking doofy. Like, it looks like it's designed for a child.
It is, isn't it?
Maybe, but still, I feel like
Link's meant to be a child. That's the thing. He's weirdly young.
I know, but like it looks like it's designed for a younger child than Link is. It does look like sort of if Link was trying to wear in Ocarina of Time, the big shtick there is Link can transform between being young and old. It does feel like they just kind of equipped old Link in young Link's clothes. It's quite fit. Like a decade has passed, and you just.
It's already tight.
And it's just no. It just doesn't look right, and it's meant to be really cool. I wish they just made it look proper and just give him the classic green hat, because obviously that's what everyone wanted, right? You want him to look like Link does.
Yeah, because change bad.
Change equal bad, Wilkie. You're right.
Change is bad. We all know this. And so just give him start the game green outfit. None of the other games had stupid different armor system. Don't bother with that. Don't do that.
Breakable weapons? No. Everyone knows if you keep hitting someone with a sword, eventually they will die. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Person breaks before sword does every time.
Yeah.
So and goblin break before sword does every time. So just like we don't need any of this.
Legally distinct goblin.
Yeah. We don't need cooking. No one eats.
It's ridiculous. It's too different. Look, if you're gonna make me cook things, tell me what to cook.
Yeah, mate, I'm not playing Cooking Mama, I'm playing Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
If there was Legend of Cooking Mama, I'd understand.
That'd be quite fun, actually.
No. Cooking Mama bad.
Really?
No, I don't know. I have no clue. I've never played it. That's for a future. But, I just want Majora's Mask again.
Yeah, just remaster Majora's Mask.
That's a good game. I really hope they do like a sequel to that game.
Do you want a sequel or do you want a remaster?
Sequel. They've done a remaster already. I want a sequel.
Okay.
I want more.
What would the sequel be? Pitch me right now the sequel to Majora's Mask.
So, it would take place on that timeline. It would take place, I believe, before Twilight Princess.
Stupid timeline nonsense.
So, I would want to see the Majora's Mask sequel. I'd like it to be looking for, like, you actually find Na'vi, the annoying alien, the annoying alien from the film Avatar. It's blue and it sticks its hair into trees to have sex with them.
It's not sex. It's far more spiritual than that. You don't understand. I've been James Cameron in a skin suit this whole time. How dare you? I went into the Marianas Trench, I think.
Yeah, you went very deep down into the water. You went into...
I invented the submarine.
Yeah, you invented the submarine to go and look at the Titanic.
Did I?
He went to go and look at the Titanic, though. Like, he actually went down under the water.
Really?
I think so.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, he just wanted to, like, make it the ultimate Titanic experience. And then he ruined it with a pointless love story. Like, Titanic is a film in 2 parts. It's a love story followed by a disaster movie.
Yes. Followed by she chucks the heart of the sea into it.
Bad decision.
Bad decision. Sell it. Give the money to your daughter? Question mark.
To somebody like
put money in your will. Give it to charity.
Yeah. Do something. Don't just get rid of artifacts. Because also those people have been like submarining around in the area. Someone's gonna find it eventually. Yeah,
and be like, where's this? Some sort of great historical significance? No, some old woman dropped it in here 5 days ago.
Yep. Well, we found it, boys. Because that's what they don't show you. It's like, oh, this beautiful moment when she dropped it in the sea. Then, like, 5 days later, the group that are trying to find this heart of the sea. Because that's what it's all about. Like, in the future, they're trying to find this rare artifact. They just go about, we just went back some places we've been before. We found it. Turns out she dropped it in the sea. Our Sonos picked it up as it fell into the water, because we have those going all the time. So not only has the stupid woman lost all her money, now we have it.
Hey, and we sold it.
Yeah.
Because it's just a gem. It's not magic or anything.
The rich get richer.
That's the sort of thing, like, because I'm stopping myself. I don't know. So, because we've compared our current D&D campaign to the Titanic, right? Because it's a big cruise ship. Inevitably, something's going to go wrong on the cruise ship, right?
But that's already happened. Something has gone wrong on that cruise ship so many times.
A lot of things. But, like, the cruise ship is going to Titanic itself. We're going to go into the storm and it's going to explode.
Yeah.
Like,
Hit a giant cloud bug.
Yeah, well, that'd be quite cool. At some point, there's going to be, or in someone's backstory that they've just not revealed yet, there was a Heart of the Sea situation. They dropped it in, and then, a Kraken found it or something. The Heart of the Sea is definitely, an actual magical artifact in this game.
So, what are we talking about?
We're talking about Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask. So, I don't want to be, finding a V. I think having these masks that did different powers was really awesome. I definitely want to bring something like that into it. And also, the thing that I loved about Majora's Mask was one of the first games I played that felt like it wasn't very wide, it was just really deep. Because it takes place over the same 3 days.
And you keep... Is this the one with the moon?
Yeah, the moon's going to crash into the world and kill everyone.
You jump back every time.
Back. And it's really cool to see how the different characters change, depending on... your understanding of the characters changes as you get to know them better, but obviously they just follow the same paths over time. And considering this is a game that came out, a couple of decades ago, it feels really well made and designed, and people's stories change depending on how you interact with them. Obviously, there's one main quest where you're trying to help 2 people get married, which is quite touching and nice. And so, and there's a few other quests.
Wait, okay, hold on. I sort of let that slide. The main quest isn't to save the world.
No, one of the main quests. One of the main side quests that gets you a good mask.
Okay.
Because the other thing I thought was really cool about Majora's Mask is it had tons of side quests that could get you masks. And each of the masks could do different things. Some of them would make you invisible. Some of them would make you, give you powers. Some of them could turn you into other creatures. That was the main 4. Could turn you into the main different races in Zelda. You could turn into a Zora, you could turn into a Goron, or you could turn into a Deku shrub.
Like the tree guy.
Little tree person.
Like a Korok?
Yes and no. They're not in Breath of the Wild. And they're not in, I don't think Deku are in Breath of the Wild, but you're kind of like a Korok, I guess.
Because the big tree is called the Deku tree, right?
Yes. And in... Actually, because sometimes the Koroks have 2 little propellers.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah. The Deku Shrub's shtick is they can glide using these propellers. That
That's
they can pull
cute.
out. So there's that, and the what was really cool about that game is if you got every single mask, then went to go and do the boss fight, you could trade them all in by doing these last 4 side quests. Those 4 pieces form a final mask called the Fierce Deity Mask, which makes the boss fight super easy. You just put it on, you turn into Adult Link with this cool sword that looks like DNA with 2, the 2 strands flicking together.
Double helix. And you can create beams of energy all the time and just rinses through the boss. What's meant to be a 4-stage, really tough boss fight, you just destroy them in 3 hits a stage. That's kind of really cool.
Yeah, it feels like it gave you this impression of you've put a lot of effort in. We'll make you powerful, and we'll make you powerful just before the final fight, which is cool. You've done everything else. Here you go. Feel cool.
It's almost you've because you said there were 4 stages, and then you have to do these final 4 side quests. It's you almost put in the effort, you bank that effort in completing the side quests.
Yeah,
and then you've already put in the work, so now the boss fight is easy because you've already done the boss fight, as it were.
Yeah, because some of them are really hard. Trying to work out how you get these 2 people to get married is one that's really tough. There's all these other little missions we have to help everybody. It feels you've really helped out these people in various Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
you've
got to learn people's patterns.
You've learned people's patterns,
and catch them when they're at certain points.
But the ending of Groundhog Day is obviously he does the best day he can. He makes sure that as many people as possible have the best day in this town. And that's what ends the cycle. So in a similar way, you've made sure that everyone has as good a day as they can do at some point. Here are all your rewards. Now and
then you also stop the moon from destroying the world.
Yeah, you've ended that cycle of continuation.
So does the moon destroy the world? But everyone's had a really good day, so they don't mind?
No, you stop the world. You stop the moon crashing.
Okay, that's good.
You have these 4 giants show up and hold it back.
That's pretty fun.
And then they go whee! And they throw it back into space.
Really?
I can't quite remember. I feel like that's probably true.
That'd be quite a Zelda thing, just woohoo! It's a crossover.
Yeah, Mario just comes on hits it with his hand.
Muscle.
He actually eats it. Just spits it into space.
Yeah, Kirby eats it and then grows the size of the moon and destroys the world anyway.
I mean, that would be big Kirby energy.
Something Kirby would do.
Yeah.
Kirby, he's a
So how are you finding the Breath of the Wild DLC so far? Do you like it? Do you think it was a bit too long for what you had to do?
The motorbike quest?
Yeah.
Well, the reason I felt it was too long was because I knew that what I was getting, like, wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Like, the motorbike, especially when I got it, I was like, I would genuinely much rather use... I've got the white horse.
Oh, it's like Zelda's horse.
Yeah. So I would rather use the horse, right? I can get the horse to teleport to me. So
Have you got Ganon's horse?
No, I've heard of it. I'm going to go looking for it at some point. But, like, I've got a horse that is faster than the motorbike, and I don't have to, like, control it. I can sort of look at my phone and stuff while I'm playing. Whereas the motorbike is super finicky in terms of controlling. It's, like, really, it's, like, far too sensitive. I'm sure I could change that, but I can't be bothered. But, like, if it had been pitched to me as you get to upgrade all your, like, champion abilities, then it would have seemed worth it, because, like, that's, like, I had to do a lot of challenges in order to get the champion ability in the first place, and it's, like, redoing that level of complexity to then, like, fighting the boss again, and, yeah, like, upgrading, like, getting to do Urbosa's Fury more often, like, that was incredibly useful. I used that a lot. So it was more like a sense of, like, going into it, like, my perspective was wrong. Mm-hmm. And sort of I wasn't appreciating the, like, those upgraded champion abilities, because I was like, oh, come on, I get past this, I want to get the sodding motorbike, and then the motorbike wasn't that good. It was really fun, though. Like, yeah. You know, the again, like, the shrine design and all the puzzles in Zelda, in Breath of the Wild, I can't really speak for the other games, I have really enjoyed all the puzzles and stuff. I've commented during D&D games, like, that doing all the shrine puzzles has, like, made me good at puzzles now.
Yeah.
I sort of went on a bit of a spree of solving a load of mysteries.
Yeah. Just gets you in the right mindset.
Yeah.
If you're doing puzzles all the time, it, like, gets you into it.
But yeah, with a bit of reframing, for that sort of fifth. Also, the fight at the end is stupid. The final fight of that, you talk to this guy to finally, like, become worthy of the motorbike. That boss fight.
It's an old man. Is it an old man?
Yeah, it's one of the monks.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's fun, but stupid. It was, yeah, just a bit ridiculous. So that didn't feel worth it afterwards. I just get a rubbish little motorbike. I've got to fill it with bokoblin teeth.
It was meant to be, the motorbike was meant to be, Link's Divine Beast. When they originally designed the game, he was meant to have it, and they were like, nah, Link can't really ride a motorbike. We don't really feel that's cool. And then for the DLC, they thought, well, fuck it, let's just put it in there.
Yeah. Because, yeah, it maybe felt a bit, like, out of... Because, like, there's this technology, but making the technology resemble a real-life, just straight-up motorbike. I almost would have preferred it if it was, like, a mechanical horse.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if there was, like, because there's already the ancient armor for a horse, but, like, a horse with, like, guardian legs.
Or something a bit different, like, maybe make it like a hover bike or something, so, like, it can fly a bit. I don't know whether that'd be OP, but, like, combine a horse with a glider or something, just to, like, give you extra mobility in a way that... Because then it's, like, the payoff is, like, yeah, it's a bit slower, but it gives you new mobility options. I don't know. You know what I mean, though? Like,
yeah, it gives you, like, wings.
A Pegasus.
Yeah, like a falcon wings, like from Falcon the Winter Soldier. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So, just something cool. But yeah, so what would you give it a rating of, Wookie? Like, if
that specific DLC quest, I'd give it a rating of probably bad good. Yeah, like, okay. Reframe it, like, show off the fact that you're going to upgrade the champion abilities, because that's the really useful thing.
So, Wookie, we've talked a lot about Nintendo stuff today, and we were talking
about
Pokemon earlier. So I feel like let's finish off the show with one final Pokemon-related topic, because I want to tell you why. After, what I would say is, like, a fairly strong, loving relationship with McDonald's, we might have hit a rocky patch.
Oh, no.
Because... So, look, I don't know if you pay much attention to the goings-on of what McDonald's does, particularly its collaborations and partnerships with regards to its Happy Meal toys.
Not a lot, especially not now that I don't live so close to McDonald's to visit it in person.
So I've recently discovered that Happy Meals can actually be a really great way to augment an item, particularly with the app where sometimes they'll give you a deal for like a 99p item rather than it being £4 or £5.
Okay.
You can get that, then you get a Happy Meal for £3. Sure, you only get small fries and you don't get as good a selection of drinks, but you can go for like an orange juice if you're feeling it. But you can also get 4 chicken nuggets, which kind of augment the fries a little bit.
Okay.
So I feel like if you're sort of going for a bit of a, want to pig out a bit but want to keep it a bit cheap, that's maybe a good option. And another reason I've been getting Happy Meals recently is because for the past couple of weeks, and I think a couple more weeks to go, people can get Pokemon cards in their Happy Meals.
Pokemon, like canonical Pokemon cards?
Exclusive canonical Pokemon cards. There's 25. I want to say there's 25, because I think there's 3 Pokemon, the starter Pokemon from each region, so there's 8 of those, plus obviously there's a Pikachu.
Of course, you've got to have a Pikachu.
Okay, Wilkie, you're currently trying to get rid of a wasp from a window. You're trying to sort of disturb the wasp a little bit with your hat so that it just decides to not play in the mirror. I think it's caught in the window frame. Oh, there we go. It's free. It's free. It's like Wookie. It's flying away.
Is it flying out the window?
No, it's flown back inside. It's gone. It's gone. Dumb wasp. Such a dumb wasp. It like flew outside, then it flew back and went, yes, no, yes.
Did I enjoy being caught in the spider web? I might have. Let me check. I didn't. I'm leaving.
But yeah, Pokemon cards. They're really cool, and obviously Pokemon cards have boomed recently. And so I thought, I want to get a couple of these. Particularly, I'd like to get a Pikachu, because I've got a few special Pikachu cards.
Love a Pikachu.
It'd be nice to get it. And I got one Happy Meal a couple of weeks ago. Went off without a hitch. Just opened it up, got my Pokemon cards. Didn't get a Pikachu, so I thought, round 2, going back.
Okay.
There's a nice tear of the packet. Wait, what's this inside? It's not cards. It's a book? Why? McFly frontman Tom Fletcher. It's a children's book? I requested Pokemon cards, not a book.
Look, they're the same material, but that's where the similarities end.
And I was angry, Wilkie. I checked my order. I'd asked for a toy. I don't know what happens. Maybe they were out of toys. They didn't tell me. And I ate my foods. And I was grumpy. And it's sort of like, because I want those cards. I want them.
Of course you do.
I want it.
It's understandable.
I'm a collector. I want to make sure I get every single one. And so I'm going to go back. But now I'm worried to go back to that one because I don't want to try again and maybe get a book again. Because the cards have been hard to get in America because they did this promotion before it came to here. They've had to now implement a new strategy in the UK where you're not allowed to just buy the toys. You have to buy a Happy Meal if you're getting these, because in America people just go in, spend like $50, get all the Pokemon cards that one store had for the day, and then would sell them on eBay at a profit.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty
because they're obviously really limited and is holding on to them and trying to get all the rare ones they can. And so,
can you get shiny McDonald's Pokemon cards?
Yeah, they come with 4 or 5 I think it might be 4 in a pack. 3 of them regular, 1 of them shiny.
Ooh.
So there's a lot to get through. But yeah, I really want it, Wilkie, but I know I'm now scared and I'm now angry at McDonald's because I asked for those Pokemon cards and I demand satisfaction. So, Wilkie, we need a plan.
I was going to say, it explains your new haircut, Hambo. You're turning into a bit of a Karen. You've got this silly sort of, what is it, like bleach blonde bangs, or no, you don't
have bleach blonde bangs.
No, your hair looks good. Your hair looks good.
So maybe I will have bleach blonde bangs. Maybe I'm going to become a Karen. I'm going to go for it.
Commit to it.
Commit to the bit. I want to go back to McDonald's, and they better give me the Pokemon cards this time, Wilkie. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably just
you're gonna lose your marbles,
internalize the anger, and keep going back to McDonald's because I'm not a confrontative person. I know that if someone wrongs me, I'll just let them walk all over me.
Oh, Hambo!
It's how it be. But yeah, Just watch this space. If McDonald's wronged me one or two more times, maybe
I'll consider.
Maybe I'll consider going.
Consider doing something about it. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on you. That's mean. You exploited my trusting nature. But fool me thrice. Double shame on you. What the fuck? I told you. I told you not to. I told you not to fool me.
If it keeps happening, I'm going to have to go back to them. Maybe send an email to Mr. Ronald McDonald himself.
Mr. Donald.
Yeah, Mr. Donald.
I'll have to consider writing a strongly worded letter. I'll think about what strong words I would put in the letter. And maybe sort of after I've thought of some strong words, I'll calm down a bit.
Yeah, and then I'll do the thing where like you write the email and then don't send it, but like classic sitcom, I have sent the email.
Oopsie daisy.
And then it's a race for me to like break into McDonald's HQ to take a little magnet to their server so I can delete my email.
Yeah.
At the same time, I happen to delete all of McDonald's. They forget how to make a Big Mac. Like the secret recipe that tells them how to make a Big Mac, gone. And no one can remember what that secret recipe is.
Because they weren't allowed to remember it.
They weren't allowed to remember it. What they do is they Men in Black mind wipe you after you've made the Big Mac. And like, so you make all the sauce and all the ingredients and you sort of instruct someone how it could be done. But it's not quite perfect. And then they mind wipe you. So that no one's ever had a true Big Mac.
No.
Apart from the McDonald's CEO.
Yeah. It's like, have you seen those TikToks where that person, like, who this person knows a lot about colour theory and she's like put a colour, like a circle of one colour on top of a different colour, and if you stare at the centre of the circle, she then changes the background, and the like, you know how when you stare at a light you get a little spot in your vision? That spot overlaid on this new colour is like true something. Like your screen can't replicate it, but your eyes can, if tricked in a certain way. So it's like, you've got the true Big Mac.
Yeah,
but you can trick your brain into experiencing a true Big Mac by like getting a Big Mac and also like something else.
A Big Mac and surprisingly a Whopper from Burger King.
Yeah,
and
the negative space between those two is the true Big Mac.
It's the true Big Mac because that's the thing they never tell you is the Whopper and the Big Mac are actually the same thing.
I mean, of course they are.
You don't realise it.
No, because they Men in Black mind wipe you after eating the Big Mac as well.
Yeah, every time you eat a Big Mac or a Whopper, someone does whisper in your ear saying, "It's just the same thing. It's not even a little bit different." And then they mind wipe you and you forget.
It's all just burgers. You're being weird about it.
It's all just burgers.
It really is all just burgers.
Burgers and buns. Well, Keith, why do they sell burgers in packs of 8, but burger buns in packs of 10?
Well, as Hamish starts to have some sort of existential bun crisis, the answer is they don't.
It's a Bulletproof Monk reference, Wookie. Get on my level.
I don't know it.
It doesn't matter. It's a thing about hot dogs.
Okay.
When you become the Bulletproof Monk, you learn why they sell hot dogs in.
What's a Bulletproof Monk? There's a thing from...
It's a film called Bulletproof Monk.
Oh.
We should watch it.
Cool.
Bulletproof Monk.
Let's do it. We're going to go off and watch Bulletproof Monk. But we don't want to get copyright striked. So that is probably going to be it for us this week. It's been very exciting recording this in person. We'd like to thank you for listening to it, for continuing listening despite the potential for audio errors. If we're a bit quiet at times, we're sorry about that. We're probably going to go back to recording online at some point. This was just a nice opportunity to do this as like a one-off or a two-off, who knows.
Well, if this is going to be something we can do a little bit more of, then we'll maybe think of a way to do it. Maybe, because I think I've got a mic where you can change the settings on it, so I might be able to bring it along and...
Yeah, that might be a bit easier. If you are listening to us on YouTube, I'm just going to move the mic a bit closer to me. If you're listening to us on YouTube and you wish you could take us on the go, you can. You can get us on any podcatching app of your choice. If that's not available, then hit us up on Twitter. You can use hashtag #BoyReview. That will bring your tweets to our attention. And we'll see if we can get our distributor to start putting it on that app for you. If Wherever you're listening, on YouTube, on a podcatching app, please consider giving us a review. Leave a comment, leave a like on the YouTube video, subscribe if you stayed all the way to the end and haven't yet. If you're on a podcatching app, there's probably some sort of link to get you to leave a review. Please consider leaving us a 5-star review, or at least leaving us some constructive criticism if you don't feel like we've earned that from you just yet. And I think we'd like to thank Storyblocks for the use of our theme tune. Not Money Won't Pay, that's the wonderful theme tune. World Goes Wild is our theme tune. We'd like to thank them for...
okay, you got it.
Look, I'm very hot and very sweaty. We're going to open all the windows once this is done. But before then, that's the end of the show. And it's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from me.
And it's a good goodbye from us. See ya.
That was good.
Hey,
that was the best we've ever done it.
It
helps when we're in the same
helps
room.
when there isn't a time delay.